When I came across this old adage, wasting time is worse than death, I had a few thoughts. It's not entirely true because death is in fact wasting time. But the meaning behind this saying is still important. No matter how much we have or how little we have, if we don't use our time wisely, it can be worse than death. It means that if we let our time slip by without making the most of it, our life will have been for nothing. We often say that we don't have time to do something. We say this so often that we almost forget that it isn't actually true. We do have time, we always have time, but sometimes we choose to ignore what we need to do and put it off for another day. The problem arises when we keep putting things off. When we look back on our lives, we realize that we wasted too much of it. We wonder, where did all the time go? What did I do with my life? There are two ways in which we waste our time. The first one is when we spend our time doing things that do not help us grow at all. Instead, they keep us busy, but don't really make us any better as a person. This kind of wasting time is more common than we like to admit. Think about your own schedule and see how much time you spend doing things that do not add any value to your life. Maybe you spend too much time watching TV, or spending too much time scrolling through social media feeds. Or maybe you spend too much time with people who don't make you feel good about yourself. All these things take up a lot of your time, yet they don't make you a better person or help you grow in any way. Instead, they keep you stuck and don't allow you to progress. The second way we waste our time is when we spend too much time worrying about things that are beyond our control. We worry about things that may or may not happen in the future, but worry doesn't change the outcome. In fact, worrying only makes things worse. There's nothing productive about worrying, yet we spend a lot of our time doing just that. We worry about things we cannot control instead of focusing on the things we can. This is another way in which we waste our precious time. So how can we stop wasting our time? How can we make sure that we are using our time wisely? To answer this question, I came across this beautiful analogy. Think of your life as a bank account. Every day you have the opportunity to deposit or withdraw from this account. The deposits represent the positive actions that you take, the things you do that make you feel good about yourself. On the other hand, withdrawals represent the negative things you do, the things that take away your peace of mind. Every day you have the choice of how much to deposit or withdraw from your account. You can choose to watch TV for hours on end and make lots of withdrawals. Or you can choose to read a book or learn something new and make deposits. You can choose to spend time with people who bring you down and make withdrawals. Or you can choose to spend time with people who inspire you and make deposits. It's all about making choices. The problem is that many of us are making the wrong choices. We're making more withdrawals than deposits. We're spending more time doing things that take away our peace of mind than doing things that make us feel good about ourselves. But it doesn't have to be this way. We can choose to make more deposits than withdrawals. We can choose to spend more time doing things that make us feel good about ourselves than doing things that take away our peace of mind. Think about your own life. What kind of choices are you making? Are you making more deposits or more withdrawals? If you're not sure, ask yourself this question. If you could relive the last 24 hours of your life, would you do anything differently? If the answer is yes, then you know that you're making the wrong choices. You're making more withdrawals than deposits. But if the answer is no, then you know that you're making the right choices. You're making more deposits than withdrawals. If you find yourself making more withdrawals than deposits, don't worry. It happens to all of us. The important thing is to realize it and do something about it. Start by setting small goals for yourself. Make a list of things you want to accomplish and break them down into smaller steps. For example, if you want to read more, start by reading 1 page a day. If you want to spend more time with loved ones, start by calling one family member every week. These small steps will add up over time, and before you know it, you'll be making more deposits than withdrawals. It's also important to be aware of the things that cause you to make withdrawals. What are the things that take away your peace of mind? Once you know what they are, take steps to avoid them. Spend less time on social media, avoid negative people, and focus on the things you can control. By being aware of the things that cause you to make withdrawals and taking steps to avoid them, you'll be able to make more deposits. In addition, you should know that there's a limit to how many withdrawals you can make. You may think that you can keep withdrawing from your account forever, but that's not true. Eventually, you'll reach the point where there's nothing left to withdraw, and when that happens, you'll be left with nothing. That's why it's important to start making deposits early. Don't wait until you've made so many withdrawals that there's nothing left to withdraw. Start making deposits now. Make a conscious effort to do things that make you feel good about yourself. Read, learn, spend time with loved ones, and focus on the things you can control. By making deposits now, you'll be able to avoid reaching the point where there's nothing left to withdraw. You'll always have something to fall back on when times get tough. And remember, it's never too late to start making deposits. No matter how many withdrawals you've made in the past, you can always turn things around. Start by setting small goals for yourself and taking steps to avoid the things that cause you to make withdrawals. As you make more deposits than withdrawals, you'll start to see a difference in how you feel. You'll feel more positive and optimistic about your life. You'll feel like you're making progress and moving in the right direction. When you make the right choices, you invest in your life and your future. You give yourself the best chance of success. So what kind of choices are you making? Are you making more deposits or more withdrawals? The answer to this question is important because it determines the kind of life you live. If you want to have a successful life, then you need to make more deposits than withdrawals. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment below to share your thoughts. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.